Ciao.
Lucas, ciao.
Umberto, nice to meet you.
Piacere.
My family is an original Jewish Roman family. Nonna Betta, she was my grandma.
Some of the food traditions in the ghetto are now accepted by the whole country as Roman food or Italian food.
Jewish people is Roman people, no more nor less. The Jewish community exists since 2nd century before Christ.
And they create a cuisine,
Very poor cuisine.
very poor cuisine,
Very poor.
but it still exists today.
Yes.
And it's very delicious,
Yes.
right?
The recipes that you can find here are the same that Nonna Betta cook at home. A Jewish style artichoke, the symbol of a Jewish Roman cuisine, is a way to cook it that the Jewish Roman invented because they can't use fats from animals. First, you have to clean it in the right way. You have to peel it like sharpening a pencil, a spiral. Cook it 2 times. The first is under the oil, and then you burn just the outside
The
to
outer
make it
leaves.
crunchy.
Nice. Here we go, perfect timing. Okay, why don't we just do anchovies? Anchovies are just small saltwater fish on the bottom of the food chain. Always like to have acid on fried food. Those are really good, nice and meaty. What you're gonna notice is I also do the same treatment with this fried cod. Very tasty, holds up well with frying. Dense, flaky white fish, deep fried. The anchovy is gonna be sort of an oilier fish, but this is nice and meaty. Now, artichokes, I love artichokes. They're in the thistle family. It's basically a blossom that hasn't flowered yet. This is really tasty. I love these fried outer leaves, and then you get into the really tender leaves in the middle, almost creamy flavor. That's a good artichoke. I'll move on to this zucchini and these blossoms. The zucchini, of course, is a summer squash. It may also be called a marrow in some countries. These are nice. A little bit of acid, tastes like it has a little bit of vinegar in it. This is just a squash blossom, but then they stuff them. They're stuffed with cheese, makes it delicious. The squash blossom is pretty light. It's delicate, nutty, and then that cheese sort of gives it some heft. Jewish Roman cuisine is very much a part of Roman cuisine. Where we are right now, this was created by the papacy, by the Pope. It was actually one of the last ghettos in Europe until the ghettos were reintroduced by the Nazis in the 1930s. And I mean, it was, of course, terrible, inhumane conditions. There were literal gates in this neighborhood that were locked at sunset, so people couldn't escape. Conditions just sort of got worse and worse. What does that mean food-wise? Well, it means that options were limited. You'll notice a lot of fried food, and that is, again, because of the impoverished conditions. They fried a lot of their food to give it flavor. What was referred to as cucina povera literally means poor food. And this was food that poor people ate because there wasn't money to afford better things. But what happened inevitably was that the traditions that were established in the Roman ghetto centuries ago that became incorporated into the pantheon of normal food. So much like Jewish food in New York, bagels are now just considered New York food. A lot of this stuff, like the fried artichoke, is now just considered Roman cuisine, even though it was very distinctively Jewish Roman from that time in the ghetto between the 1500s and then finally in the 1800s when the ghetto was abolished. And now at Nonna Betta, there's a lot of tourists, there's a lot of people from all over the world. They come to try this food because it's really good. I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Dining on a Dime from Nonna Betta in the old Roman ghetto neighborhood of Rome, Italy. If you'd like to watch more, please click here.